inventory, I just noticed I have a quarter of a vial of depressed Jello.
How's it depressed?
I forgot about that.
Because
How
it's
is it
not
depressed?
compressed.
Also, hey,
What?
we're live.
Okay. Hello!
I mean, I've been sitting on a scroll of polymorph for I don't know how many sessions.
Well, let's be real. You're sitting on that scroll of polymorph for when you can learn it.
Which is funny because Daedalus is the last person who should be given the ability to change people's shapes.
I can think of worse.
Yeah.
Also, at that point, Daedalus then has to be like, we'll have to write a letter to his sister. Hey, can you write me a list of big animals? And also include pictures?
Let's be real. We're at a fucking wizarding school that has an entire nature preserve in it. You can just go. I guarantee that there are polymorph tours.
I mean, fair, but then I'd have to go to Witherbloom. It
Well,
smells
too
there.
bad. You're gonna have to explore the campus. Suck it up.
The last time I explored a campus, I was blackmailed by 3 vampires.
Yeah, suck it up.
I will find a way to throttle you.
It's funny because it's vampires and they suck.
Yes. And no, because it wasn't that funny.
I mean, they're dead.
Yes! I actually was realizing something. So, you know the whole thing in the Bondavente family rules of the next person to become an adventurer is getting disowned? I realized that Daedalus might be able to sweet talk his mom and be like, okay, so I've gone on multiple adventures, but I have also ordered my first contract killing, so aren't you proud of me? Which she shouldn't be, but she is from a noble drow house, so she will be.
Morg will remember this.
Also, Wiley, thank you for the resub. And yeah, I guess we should maybe start going around the horn. Wiley, unfortunately, you're on my mind, so you're going first.
The Wooey's on your mind?
Oh, you can find me at xwiley on Twitch and Twitter at... Wow, I dropped the ball there. You can find me at xwiley on Twitch and Twitter. I play randomizers. I started recently playing Majora's Mask Randomizer, and that's a lot more complicated because it's time-based. Other than that, you can find me on YouTube at WileyWilly. I make music, and my commissions are now open, officially, publicly, that is. And you can find all of that stuff on Ko-Fi. Also on my card. I put instructions there.
Also, just realized I have to, because a certain person's not here, I have to do all of the chat stuff.
Oh, yes. You can also find me at various other D&D campaigns. By various, I mean one other than this. At Farting Tars channel every other Tuesday. And on Helix X's channel when we play Multi-World Zelda. CG, where can we now find you?
Hello, I am the CG. You can find me on that Farting Tart campaign that was previously mentioned, Rascals and Ravnica. But you can also find me on his channel every single Sunday for War of the Shattered Sun. We killed an ancient gold dragon.
Why?
We deleted its mind. To answer why, because it was evil and a bastard.
I've missed some steps here.
It's a long story.
It actually really isn't. He was a military commander for an evil army. And it just happened to be a gold dragon. If there's one thing that this campaign has taught us, is that color scale for dragons, not really a determinative factor.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it for me. Bob.
Greetings and salutations. I am Shadow Dancer Bob. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Blue Sky, so on and so forth at Shadow Dancer Bob. I will not be messing with 2K24. Fuck that game. I'm avoiding it like the plague. Have fun, Arkoff and Bosco. You can find me tomorrow on Twitch.tv/Landy Pator, where I'm going to be fighting a dragon. An old dragon of pure corruption. And we're trying to save the soul of the first red dragon in the world. I've already gone down once in this fight. Things are bad. Also, we got Murder Cave has been getting into Helldivers as of late, and Grizzly and I have been looking into more and more absurd ways of killing each other.
Democracy?
Indeed. They really need to watch where they step, especially when I have landmines.
Oh god, and now they have mechs.
Yeah. We played it, and the next day we got mechs. Yeah.
Oh lord.
Yeah, Murder Cave has mechs now. Just ponder that for a little bit. I'm thinking about going back and beginning the Endare plays again. I beat the shit out of Cuisinier to the point that I don't want to play it anymore. So I'm thinking about other games for Endare to potentially play. I've got some ideas, but I've got Lethal Company, a lot of that going on. We've modded the shit out of it. We've got potentially Shark Squad. We've got Saved by the Spell here, but that's about it for me. Frost, where can people find you? What do you have going on, or have you already gone?
I have not. Hi everybody.
go.
Thank you very much. Hello everyone. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at jfrost747, where you'll find me on various good people's channels, such as twitch.tv/fartingtart every Sunday and every other Tuesday for both our Saved by the Spell campaign and our lovely Rascals and Ravnica campaign. Saved by the Spell, as CG stated before, we beat a dragon! Hooray! Now we're going to do another fun little mission before we go lay siege. The ops are sieging. Iron within, iron without. Besides that, Ravnica, we've currently are in a kind of an interesting situation involving the bank and the mob. We'll see what happens with that.
Well, the bank is the mob.
Yeah, and the Pope. It's kind of interesting. We're basically in Little Italy.
I know, because that was the guild I played when we did Ravnica.
But other than that, you can also find me here every other Saturday for this lovely campaign that I get to DM, and also you get to see me stream a couple times as I'm doing a Metal Gear Solid 1 run-through, and that has been absolutely just bonkers. I suck at stealth. I am very much loud and proud when it comes to ending my threats. And other than that, you can also find me doing streams of the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke featuring my spouse, Spoiled Chestnut. We've lost one good trooper, but in his sacrifice, we gained 3 to 4 more.
If only my honey knew what a peachy berry did.
Listen here.
He would have been fine. Would have been fine. But no.
It's fine. It's fine. Look. Because of that death, we gained actually useful children.
How dare you, sir?
I'm sorry, Zigzagoon. The altar of sacrifice took our Zigzagoon, and the gods gave us a Shroomish.
Yes, who has been very good. Anyway.
Yes. Speaking of which, hey,
Hi.
Krista,
Hi.
take the stick.
Yes, now I have the talking stick. Hello, I am Spoiled Chestnut, also known as Krista. You can't find me on the internet unless you look really hard, but I don't really post anything anymore. I have essentially retired from online life. I have a 9 to 5 now, and from then on, well, eventually, hopefully, I'll be a stay-at-home parent with a homestead. So yeah, no. You're not gonna find me on the internet no more. So yeah, that's it. Leaving it to Vaughn and our DM.
Alrighty, well, Zai will be joining us shortly, so don't worry, we did not forget them. In fact, I will shout them out in the chat, so that way at least people see. Sorry, I can't talk and type at the same time. I am that slow. There we go. But yeah, hi. You've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Blue Sky, all at Burnout Vaughn, and also at our Patreon at Burnout's Bar, where Eventually, I will have more. I will have more rewards. It's been a long time. I am working so much. But aside from that, we're on D&D game number 2 of the week. We started out with Phase of Our Lives on Tuesday, which is our new Wild Beyond the Witchlight game. We now have our Saved by a Spell game, and tomorrow we have our Domains of Dread game, Those That Wander. Guess which character is the highest level out of all of those? And it's sad that it's Daedalus. So yes, I hope I don't have anything to do with a dragon like everyone else in this call. But that being said, you can also find us on Mondays doing more Resident Evil 4 with Wizard Sibs Plays, where I and Zymside play the characters you'll see here today, going through the Resident Evil series. And other horror games. We might break it up after we finish the 4 make. And then, aside from that, next week, we are getting back into No No Love War Extra with myself and Harris and Zako Duo going through the recently translated and now playable Fate Extra CCC. And already, things have escalated. Things have escalated, they've gone off the rails, they have made their own, like, highway system, and now we are just in the thick of it with a servant that literally said, I don't even need to stay here, I just want to see how bad you fuck things up before I leave. It's fun. But yeah, with that all out of the way, I guess it's time for me to play the lovely theme song by our good boy X Wiley Willie. So let me just do this over here.
Bitch is under house arrest. She's not allowed to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
No matter how hard they put on the bedroom eyes, don't take them out of hell.
All 10 of them.
Uh-huh.
to shreds, you say?
Don't take the things that Sloppy Oges to the bedroom. There's a lot of not good things in that diner.
Frank has many horror stories.
Well, that being said, Frost, if you would be so kind to take us away.
Alright, everybody, hop into the orbital drop pod. We're gonna have democracy. Please fasten your seatbelts, watch out, and avoid the boogs.
I thought we were going to the creek.
The creek fell. Much like
Fuck.
Cadia.
You listen here.
I regret nothing. But anyways.
My girlfriend doesn't have seatbelts.
Well, best I can do is duct tape.
I mean, I guess.
Don't worry, the duct tape's industrial strength. You'll be fine.
But yes, we really should start.
Yes, let's start. So, hey, for inspiration for at least this session, who wants to recap?
I can.
Alright, Belky going for one. Let's see.
We had, should I do the same character?
Just normal.
Too bad. Yeah, everybody went, got some things, and, stuff happened. We got back on the boat, and, yeah, now we're playing Spin the Bottle. Did I, leave anything out?
No, you didn't.
only actually us breaking Salus to the point that where his reaction to stuff happening was the episode title verbatim.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you kind of.
No, I'm teasing. Go ahead.
Hashtag Belky rode the lightning.
That was an episode before, so
Doesn't matter, still happened.
yes.
Thunderstruck. Anyways, we pick up where we last left off. The party currently conglomerating around each other in a nice little circle. I mean, it's not really a perfect circle considering, you know. But, you know, the party's just around. There's, you all kind of just gathered up, planning to have a good time, play a little game. There's the creaking of the ship, the waves gently lapping onto the boat. Most of the fellow trip goers are currently fast asleep. The teachers zonked out. The crew also kind of zonked out, minus a small skeleton crew that is working overtime to make sure, you know, the ship's being moving, no problems whatsoever. And of course, we zoom in as the party is currently gathered around this little circle of friendship. So, yeah. You all are currently just sitting on the floor, having a good time. Some food has been acquired. You know, some snacks. A couple little refreshments.
I brought Salus food from the galley.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna need it for later.
Dig far enough into the blankets and the pillows. I'm sure you'll find candy somewhere.
Oh, that's right. You exploded the entire thing and all the fucking pillows you stole from the hotel.
Yeah.
Yep.
A fuck ton of shit
I
has been
forgot about that.
from
Yeah.
the goddamn hotel.
200 gold worth of blankets and candy and pillows bought from the gift shop.
And don't forget the soap. The shampoos.
Took everything.
Hey, he paid for those.
The Sultan did. Absolutely.
Sure.
Sultan did.
Can't have shit in Kalimdor.
So, as we're all kind of sitting in the center, looking at this thing in the middle, Salus is going to get up, walk on over to it, outside of the circle, as it has rolled away with the rocking of the ship. You know, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna need a place a bit more stable than just the floor. Alright, good talk.
Dave,
Sorry.
go ahead.
I didn't catch what you said. I'm sorry, the cat was doing something. Can you repeat
worry.
that?
No, it's just Salus walked on over to where the bottle has inevitably rolled out of the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're gonna need a place a bit more stable than just the floor of the rocking ship for this.
I mean, if we all sit in a circle and put our feet together, we'll make a ring that it can't get out of.
Yeah, but it can't stop on anyone.
Sure it will.
Belky, you want to tell me you have table feet?
What? No. It'll just, favor one person more than the other, more than likely.
Let me check something real quick. Oh yeah, no, I can fix this. And he'll just put his hand down, do grabby hands for the bottle.
Salus is gonna toss it over his way.
Okay, let me just check how long this lasts. Okay, well, since we're not going to be doing much with magic, you'll just watch as Daedalus, holds the bottom turns it sideways in the air, walks out to where maybe the exact center, take his hands off there, and levitate.
Can it still spin?
Yeah, it literally just is on a fixed up and down axis that I control.
Huh.
Hmm.
Okay, but no tampering with it.
I literally can only make it go up and down, or just fall and break.
Okay, well, don't break it. That's a lot to clean up.
Okay.
That's a lot of glass that'll go everywhere.
Yeah, maybe
Well-
like, what, an inch above the ground?
Daedalus lower. You'll just watch him put
Yeah.
his finger out and just start putting down.
Okay.
All right.
Who wants to first go?
Yes. Who wants to go first?
The person who suggested the game, of course.
All right. If you insist. And Belky will clap her hands and rub them together, and then with the lip of the bottle, just flick it.
All right, Belky. Roll me a d6.
Alrighty. Let me see. D6. 6.
The
That's
one
the
person who's
bottles.
not here.
Should I roll again?
I will say.
I'm here.
Oh!
Oh, even better!
What a time to arrive!
Oh, I heard
the
everything.
bottles. Allow me to. I'll do this. The bottle spins, and it goes around for about 4 spins. As soon as it gets a little bit past the 4th, the bottle slows down, and eventually the head of the bottle points to Iapetus.
Okay, what happens?
Yeah. Iapetus, there's a bottle now pointed at you that Belky has spun.
Mm-hmm.
So, Belky,
Yes.
want to explain what you do?
Okay. Is Iapetus sitting next to Belky?
Considering the seating, yeah, actually.
Alright. So she'll look at who it landed on. Well, that makes things interesting. So, hey, Red.
Hello?
Perplexed
look slightly.
So you've never kissed anyone before, like, ever, right?
Depends on the context of what you mean by kiss.
Someone other than family.
Again, depends on the context of what you mean by kiss.
She likes to lick.
Yeah, Belky took a minute, and then, it's
Just
okay.
points at Daedalus, exactly.
Let's just not use tongue, man. I don't know where that thing has been. And Belky will reach up a hand to Iapetus and like brush her fingers through her hair, and then lean in and just give her a chaste little smooch on the lips.
She reacts perfectly fine. Like, she accepts it. It doesn't seem like she dislikes it. Doesn't seem like she likes it. She's just like, oh.
There. I guess it's your turn now. Is that how we're doing this?
Boy.
I'll say yeah. We'll do this. While this has gone on, Cooper has taken a candy piece and he's currently like squirrel munching on it, watching the offense fold and just going. "Nyah." So yeah. Iapetus, spin the bottle. Roll me a d6.
Dokely. Bootin'. I got a 1.
Oh! Immediately the two most interesting rolls back to back.
Oh, this is great. Go.
What makes this great is that I didn't know who had what number until just now, because in the app I can't see the rolls. So I was like, I'm not even gonna ask. Let's go.
The bottle spins for about 2 rotationary marks, and then the head of the bottle lands on Daedalus.
So can we just put down a ground rule, Belky says to everybody else, that cheek kisses are perfectly okay considering what's going on
You
right
are
now.
in mid-conversation, and she just leans over and grabs like Daedalus and just gives him like a kiss on the forehead. Why? It's completely normal for them.
Oh, okay, that's wholesome.
Yeah,
And she
alright, that
like
works,
ruffles
That's
his hair a little bit.
Aw.
Daedalus just
Well,
smiles
yeah.
because again, she was a licker growing up, so there's been a lot of mutual contact between the two of them.
Aw, that's wholesome.
Chat, what the fuck do you mean she was a licker?
She was a dog! Literally a wolf puppy!
She was Doge.
So then I guess that means Lucy, it's on you.
All right, and there. God, I don't even know how to. That was so wholesome. My brain is happy for that one. Okay, Daedalus. I'm going to say.
The magnetism.
Go on.
Oh, okay. I was waiting to hear if there was going to be a above game ruling.
For
Actually,
what?
no,
Because-
no, you know what? No, fuck it. We let chaos rule this household. It's worked before. It'll work now. Daedalus, you give the bottle a flick, and it's not strong enough, so it kind of just goes back to Iapetus, and it's just like, huh. Okay.
This will
Daedalus,
also just say, wait, am I the one getting kissed today? And like raises a
Apparently.
hand.
We can spin it again. Let's have a doubles rule.
I mean, okay. Like Daedalus was like just already halfway leaning in because they were basically probably still standing next to each other for a second.
I mean, you should be on her other side if this is a ring, and she's the last and you're the first.
Oh, true. Listen, I'm not great spatial like awareness when we're trying to keep track of both the bottle, the circle, and everyone's placement.
Look, it's a Thanksgiving table, basically. You go where you can fit.
All right then. So if we're not doing doubles, then to do.
Damn. That's
Oh!
actually appropriate somehow.
I was about to say, why does everyone want to kiss the Vondavintes?
I mean,
So, you kind of give it a slap this time. Just to, you actually give it a slap. It goes around a couple times. It lands on Belky.
Okay, this is just becoming a polycule. The fates have decided.
wow.
Okay, well, Daedalus
Look,
will
I'm
just
waiting to see where you people get more better rolls.
Daedalus will just shrug, walk over to Belky, and slowly lean in for just a simple kiss on the lips.
All right. She will oblige. She'll do the same with Daedalus as she did with Iapetus, where she'll like lift a hand up and run her fingers through his hair and like tilt her head to give him a little smooch, just a chaste little smooch.
All right. Well, then Daedalus will be like, well, now it's your turn. And then he will walk back and sit down.
I say it's I'm gonna pass my turn on to. Oh fuck! Bob, what's your character's name when there's she?
Athera.
Athera. I'm gonna pass to Athera. Is that fair for everybody?
Yeah.
I've already went.
Totally fine.
Athera looks over towards Belky, gives a little bit of a smirk as she reaches a single clawed finger out and gives the bottle a flick.
All right. Are you shitting me?
Damn, this bottle has three-way magnetism.
Lands on Belky.
She just starts snickering. All right, you're not getting off easy, pussycat.
Well, here's the question. Which
Hmm.
me do you want?
Oh, sweetheart, dealer's choice.
Belky, Athera stands up as she moves over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Carefully, she lowers herself down into your lap, wrapping her arms around your neck.
Oh,
She stares deep into your eyes.
I will-
As Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna scritch the kitty behind the ears.
There's a very low purr, and as she
Aw.
leans in, the kiss is straight to the lips, and it is a passionate, intense kiss that you would give only the closest of lovers.
Oh, you probably get nipped a little on the lower lip from Belky, but she doesn't push it any farther than you're willing to, since this is obviously your turn.
Mhm.
Plus, we're still feeling out boundaries here. So, yeah,
And-
just a very pleased look on her face when you two break apart.
As she pulls away and you nip the bottom of her lip, she slowly draws a couple fingers across your chin in the most playful way. The look in her eyes is this very sensual, very alluring look in her eyes as she slowly stands up and walks away. And as she does, there's the most subtle sway of her hips and the slightest sway of her tail at the same time.
See Belky pulling on her shirt. Man, did it get a little warm in here all of a sudden?
I was gonna say Dallas just puts a finger in his mouth, pulls it out, holds it up. No, same temperature.
It is room temperature in this boat.
If it does get hot, I can always just cast the hut. I can control the temperature in that.
No, Specs, I meant steamy. You know? That was hot, man.
It'll take
Belky, you know exactly who you're talking to.
Yeah, it's
Why are you even?
yeah, it's until that point. It's like, wait a second,
I'm gonna pass mine to Rocksteady over here. You get to spin to win, my friend.
Go, Bloom. Please roll me a d6. The
That
ball
kind of makes
spins
sense.
twice. And it lands on Salis.
Oh. Interesting. The two people who would just stare at each other.
now we get to find out what color two gray people blush.
Yeah.
Cooper has now stopped munching, and he just stares.
Goldblum does not blush. He will take a deep breath, get on his knees like as if you were on tatami mats, like for martial arts. You consent.
Here, Honor. Though the question is still appreciated.
And with that, he will grab your hips, pull you in, and somehow dip you, like as if like, we were dancing.
Oh, the
He gets all,
flamenco
like-
dancing split.
Yeah, he gets all serious and like fucking
Oh my
try
God.
hard, as if this was a competition, and goes in for it.
I love it.
We're gonna win this
it's
game.
Fantastic.
Oh, somebody fucking clip this shit.
I love it. Goldblum's taking it like an actual game. That's great.
I just look. I'm gonna win this game.
I
He
spin
really
the
is
win.
fucking Drax,
It's
isn't he?
He uses druidcraft to sprout a rose between his teeth.
Absolutely.
Oh my fucking Jesus.
Dale's
So-
eyes are dinner plates right now. It's like, oh,
Somehow or another, Athera has gotten one of those folding fans. She glances over towards Belky, leaning back just a little bit, and begins fanning herself.
Belky is dying with laughter.
Cooper at this point is like where hold on.
I tell you what. Salas has his eyes go wide, but in a where did this come from? Look, he's more shocked than anything.
Oh, how do I put this? Like, Cooper's mouth is open at a 90-degree angle. It is a perfect 90-degree angle, and he's just kind of looking upwards. Just going. Ah!
I gotta get to that.
So, I appreciate the effort on that one, Goldblum. Wow, that just really came out of nowhere like that.
I thought we were playing a game.
We are, yeah.
Goldblum, I'd say that got top marks. Well
Yep.
done.
Also, this is what this is what Salas hears.
The video unavailable, only played off of YouTube.
Ah,
Yeah,
damn.
he gets the. No, you wanted to do a song. He gets the arrow 404.
Fair enough.
But I guess it is Salas's turn. Well, that's me. That's me again. 2.
2.
Who is 2?
Afira.
Aetherius too.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Alright. So, Salas is going to look on over to Aethera. Now, I do believe, if you oblige my request, let's add a little bit of a surprise to it. Close your eyes.
You get a wry smirk, just a little bit, but she obeys the request, and her eyes close.
Everyone else, as Aethera's eyes close, looks on over to Salas, and Salas has a little bit of a wry smile on his face, and he gets up, and he steps on over, and he picks something up, and he steps on back, and there is a big, wet kiss right on the lips for Aethera.
Hmm.
And when you open your eyes, you see that it is Cooper right in front of you.
That's
then-
cheating, man.
As Salas then leans in very close to Aethera's ear. That's for dumping all of this on me earlier. And then he gives you a not deep, but a how to best describe this? It's a soft but lengthy kiss on the cheek.
There's a look of at first, there's a look of bewilderment on her face as she opened her eyes to see Cooper there. But there's that playful smile as you lean in and kiss her on the cheek. And she looks at you for the longest time. And there's that grin. Clever. I hope you're ready for the comeback.
Fear, my dear, I expect that we have just kicked off quite the little war. And he'll go back and he will sit down.
I want to say Dale's just going to lean over to Goldblum. Should I have taken notes?
Depends how much you want to win.
He will just turn back to Goldblum and just give the biggest, like, shrug.
And I assume it's my turn now, yes?
I
Unless-
believe it is.
Athira still has Cooper in her hands, and she's started feeding him grapes again. As she goes ahead and reaches out and flicks that bottle again.
All right. 3. The bottle lands on.
I'm gonna put this in. I'm actually gonna put this in general because I keep looking up. So, who is everyone? Like,
Do
what
we-
numbers?
Do we write it down?
I'll
This
start
is-
this. I'll start in call text because that's where I can monitor. Just a sec to do.
Daedalus is 1, Athira is 2, Belky is 5, Iapetus
I'm
is
3.
6, Goldblum is 3.
Think so.
Yeah, that was my role, I think.
Salus is 4.
Yeah. Here you go.
Goldblum, as Athira lands on you, she looks over towards you for a moment. Do you have a preference? And she
I
waves.
prefer to win.
She waves a hand in front of her face, and as she does, you see, as the hand passes over her face shifts from Athira over to Indare, and as she waves it back, it shifts back to Athira. I was more preferring who you're being kissed by. Preferences is very important in this kind of thing.
I have no strong feeling one way or the other.
Then you've actually caught me off guard. I didn't expect you to bring your A game on this one. Shit.
You forgot. since like session 1, we've known Goldblum's sexuality as I am gray.
Yes.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Goldblum has showed the fuck up.
Yes.
Yeah, he has.
Is the most.
He is determined to win, and he is winning.
You know
He
what?
understood the assignment.
Okay.
I kind of
You know
I
what?
kind of want to say, you know what, fuck it. Because, shit, hey, Goldblum, I'm going to give you something. Anytime you need to make a performance check for the next 24 hours, you'll get advantage.
Yeah.
You know what? Athira stands up in her belly dancer outfit, and she walks over to Goldblum, and she reaches out and offers a hand to him.
You will accept?
As you accept, she pulls you to your feet, and she starts dancing with you. And as she does, she attempts to take the lead of the dance. Now, with your competitive nature, are you going to let her take the lead, or are you going to attempt to take the lead yourself?
You would try to, like, subtly do it, not, like, take it by force.
Very subtly take the lead? Okay. Go ahead and roll me, Frost, what do you think this would be a roll for? Because I have a plan for this.
What, for dancing?
Yeah.
Performance.
Like, Goldblum is going to attempt to subtly take the lead from Athira while she's beginning to lead him.
I'd
is this-
say, again, performance, but
Okay.
I'd say with advantage.
Go ahead, Goldblum.
Confident I will win. 13?
So, Goldblum, as you begin to dance with Athira, it's very close. Like, it's almost like there's a competitive nature to it as the two of you are dancing in step with each other. You're about the same skill whenever it comes to performance, but as Afira notices that you're beginning to take more and more of a control in this particular aspect, you and Afira will walk behind the main mast where everybody is sitting, blocking both you and Afira from view. And as you cross through to the other side, you notice that Afira's form shifts into Indare as you fully take control of the dance and the lead. And as you go through and you finish the lead and you take control of the dance, Indare follows along with you the entire time. His mannerisms shifting entirely from the more leading authoritative aspect of Afira over to more of a following nature. But as the dance comes to a close, Indare stands upon the tips of his toes. He runs two fingers from your ear all the way down your jaw to your chin. Two fingers under your chin as he leans in, and there's that soft, gentle kiss. As though he's allowing you to take the lead on the situation, but there's that affection to it as the pair of you share this in rather intense competitive moment, but at the end it appeared to be almost fluid and beautiful. And somehow or another, Indare twisted the table to allow you to take the lead, but also to make you look fucking good as it happened. And as the kiss happens, it's a very soft, very gentle kiss. Indare would slowly step away and begin to move back. And as he does, his tail slips up and caresses up your chest, up your chin, and lightly flicks across the bottom of your chin as he walks away.
Daniel's just going to lean over to Salas. I vastly underestimated what we were going to be doing here.
What did you think we were going to be doing here?
Quick kiss and that was it?
Oh.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
I don't think that, admittedly, anyone of Indare's caliber would settle for just a simple peck on the cheek. Or fears, for that matter.
Huh. And he just sits there still with his legs crossed.
And as Indare settles down, he leans back still in the belly dancer outfit as he gives a little bit of a smile. Hey, Goblin brought the fire, and when he brings the fire, I have got to comply.
Yeah, admittedly. Very good. Very good. Belky claps. I didn't realize this was going to be a spectacle. Now I got to up my game, so Goldblum doesn't win.
As he sits
I'm
down,
sorry,
he breaks a sweat and says, "Oh shit, competition's tough."
I'm gonna be
so
real here. The second that he pulled his tail up your chest, I was just waiting for you to go, oh, my nipples.
I'm exposed.
Well, no, I just recently started putting up clips on YouTube as shorts, and the second one ever is, I can't wear metal shirts because they chafe my nipples. People really like that one, Wiley.
And I just want you to all know, I developed a plan for each and every single one of you should I roll you on the bottle.
Somehow I think a number of us did that because I thought of it too.
I didn't think it at all.
I may have come up with a few ideas, as seen already.
No empty head thoughts.
Oh yeah, I just came up with that today.
It was brilliant.
I do
Whoever it
believe-
is, they get it.
I do believe it is now Goldblum's turn.
It is.
Wait, is it?
I think so.
The person who
It
gets
is.
kissed.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yep. Come on, go Bloom. 5.
Reroll.
Isn't that Belky?
No, that's
Yeah,
him.
it's me.
Oh, it is?
Oh.
I get-
5 is me.
Oh, I thought we've got it as Goldblum in the chat, so we'll swap them.
Oh. Yeah. 5 is me. The earlier ones was me as well.
Yeah, I have the order.
Well, here's a very interesting encounter.
Also,
Well,
I love how number 1 is day, number 2 is afraid.
Yeah.
Listen, I
Because-
haven't used my tablet.
The autocorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Afraid is apt.
Because the tablet doesn't know how to spell Athera.
Mm.
Technology.
Okay. So yeah. Seeing that it lands on her, Belky will just Alright. I see how it is. Okay, big guy, come here. And Belky will use a finger and like the come here sort of hand gesture for not Daedalus, for Goldblum.
What time of day is it? It's nighttime, right?
It's early evening, from what I understand.
It's evening, night.
Okay.
Are there clouds above us?
We're in the ship.
Oh, we're inside? Damn it.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
where
yeah, we're
outside.
Salus was holed up. Yeah, we all went and bothered Salus.
I'd like to not be vomiting.
Yeah.
There.
Though I would imagine it's starting to get dark, so Daedalus is also just throwing out his dancing lights to keep everybody in vision.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have Druidcraft, damn it. Totally not trying to outdo everyone in this competition.
You use Moonbeam, you both start screaming.
Oh my eyes!
What's the matter?
We basically spin the bottle into a competitive inter-party game.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
We turned it into an Olympic sport. There are now scores on creativity and execution.
Sal's currently handing out number cards like at the Olympics.
Okay.
Is he really?
Got one.
Daedalus is making folders in his head of what I should do when I kiss.
You've got one, Wiley?
He gets Goldblum will stand up and start to do an exotic dance. I cast Enhance ability on myself.
I want to see how this goes.
Alright, yeah, I gotta see this one.
It literally doesn't matter because I already have advantage on charisma checks, but for flavor, I guess.
You just up in the Riz.
Wait, did I save this? Oh, I did. There you go. Ignore
Oh
the
my.
final, the text at the end. That is not part of it. But that's the dance he does
Nice!
as he
So,
approaches.
is there
for the
any way
kiss.
we can play this on stream in any
What
way,
the
shape, or
ass?
form?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and delete that one.
What
I just-
in the
God damn it,
heresy?
Vaughn!
I typed Buff Exotic Dance into Discord. This is what it gave me.
Oh, why?
no!
That's funny.
Okay, seeing the big man do this spinny little dance with pizzazz with the dancing lights. Belky is going to clap. Yes, very impressive. Yes, very, very impressive. It's not a kiss though. We're not competing for dance, my guy. How about you come sit down here with me?
Okay.
Sits down, Seiza style.
So, before you sit down, considering you were dancing,
Uh-huh.
hey, Goldblum, roll me a performance.
Am I rolling?
Performance with advantage. I kind of want to see how well you do.
Oh God.
Oh!
Oh, that's a fun.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense. He's a big guy doing these really
You nearly
JoJo-style
step on
poses.
Cooper. You nearly step on Cooper, and Cooper is currently shaking a fist at you, going, yep, 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 yep.
A big guy in a tiny hut.
Yes. So yeah, Belky will tell him to come on over.
You'll come on over.
And to mirror what he had done, she will look up at him and say, "Do you consent?"
I do.
Awesome. So she's going to reach up and catch Goldblum by both sides of his face and pull him in for a deeper sort of kiss, just because she's not losing this fucking game. How does Goldblum react to that one?
Good question. How does Goldblum react?
He is nervous about losing. He feels threatened.
I was gonna say make a charisma check versus Belky's spell save.
What spell save?
I mean, you have a spell save. You're a bard.
Yeah, but
What
like
spell?
it's a spell, a love spell. Ooh.
Well, I know. I'm saying he should make a check because he's already starting to feel nervous. Let's find out how nervous.
All right.
Gift of gab.
You want to. My spell save is 15.
Guessing the bonus does not apply here because it's a save, not a check.
11.
So what color does a gray man turn when he's blushing?
Even more gray.
This man turns so fucking gray. He quite literally has become the boulder.
I mean,
He somehow becomes even more monotone.
So Belky will pull away with a big smirk on her face and smile up at him. She'll let go of him. So, how was that, big guy? Good for you?
Yeah, but it was my turn, so I get the points, right?
I don't think so, baby. I don't think so.
Daedalus writes that down.
The boulder is conflicted.
The boulder is conflicted.
I love that scene.
Boulder is just, wait, so on one hand this was nice, but on the other hand, did I win?
No. Those are my points, baby. You came to my house.
Daedalus just writes down on notepad. Figure out how points are awarded.
You know what? I'm gonna spin again because it's been a while. I want my turn. Crazy
Daedalus, this game's
yahoos.
complicated.
I know. I didn't even know there were points.
I can't. Hey Red, you want to go again, or you want me to spin again?
She just and smiles. That's up to you.
All right. Can I use a sleight of hand to make it land on Salus?
A fucking what?
Can I use a sleight of hand to make it land on Salus?
Hold on 1 second. I'm reading something.
Hey,
DM
Frog.
was not paying attention.
No, I'm reading something that just came up from
Also,
Okay.
just excuse me,
Understood.
I'm doing one thing for the sake of keeping all the bits going. Delos just reaches out, taps the bottle. Now it's still keeping up levitate because it only has 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
At this
Hey,
point,
Frog.
as soon... Go ahead.
I give Belky the help action.
Oh,
Oh, you conniving motherfuckers.
Fuck yes.
You son of a bit. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be a competitive. I will
Alright.
say you get the sleight of hand with advantage.
All right.
Salus, you know, you kind of have to beat
24.
Gonna have to beat a 24 with a.
That's funny.
Ooh!
I'm glad I rolled well. Thank you for the help
Damn.
action.
God damn!
Like,
Right.
sorry, Red. I love the smooch, but let's taste the rest of the buffet. Spin. Oh, look at that. Hey, Sully. Hi,
so
and she
you-
just leans over, hand on her hip. Hi, how's it going?
so it seems in the buffet you landed on the sour grapes.
Is it that bad, my guy?
At which point Delos just go, no, that's over there. And he points to the grapes that Alfira's eating.
I thought you were gonna point to the grapes that Cooper was eating, and I'm like, oh my god.
Well, they're feeding them
Cooper's
the-
eating the grapes with Afira. He's
They are
currently
literally
munching.
they are literally the same grapes.
Fair enough.
He's just going. Yeah.
Belky will get up and head over to settle in beside Salus for a second.
Hey,
Would
that's
you
right.
care to partake, my dear?
I consent to this.
Aww.
All right. You trust me?
No, but I'm curious
What do you
enough
mean
to.
we're friends?
I'm sorry. I was going to say I'm curious enough to see how it goes.
You don't trust me? How could you? My heart, it breaks so much. And she just leans on you dramatically. How could you hurt me this way?
Belky,
All
please
right.
take 5 points of emotional damage.
So she'll reach over and catch him by like the collar of his shirt and pull him in closer. Just very, very gently pull him in closer. With her other hand, she'll run it over his horns or one of his horns and then through his hair. And she'll lean in, tilt her head, and give him a smooch. Is not with tongue, just a gentle little chaste smooch.
Oh, a little peck.
No, not a peck. It's definitely a smooch. It's just she's not going for tongue like she did with Goldblum. She's gonna try and 404 him.
Went from rock candy to spicy.
How does Salus react to a smooch?
He takes it well, actually. Admittedly, I'm gonna be real. Just Salus, probably the only 404 that was gonna come was coming from Goldblum, but he does seem to appreciate the gesture and everything going on with this. And as she pulls away,
Mm-hmm.
Salus is just going to quickly grab her just for a second and just goes, and I hope that should the bottle turn back, you would consent as well.
Of course, and she'll give him a wink, and then go take her seat back.
Good to know.
At this point, I wish we just had all of the like art that Bun originally did for everyone looking way too sexy.
Bun is sitting there vibrating like, oh, don't worry,
I
I'm
think you
about
just-
to do
I
a
think
glow
you
up.
practically killed Bun at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they are at least doing a sketch of Goldblum and Salus.
Flamenco.
I do believe, though, that it is my turn. That's me again. 1. Ah, interesting. Think we were all expecting this outcome at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Daedalus. Daedalus.
Well, the thick plottins.
When it lands on him, Daedalus will just straighten up to the like Seiza pose that Goldblum does because he thinks that's partially customary.
So Salus gets up, walks over, plops down right in front of Daedalus.
I think logistically, from how we've kind of been talking about how most of this goes, is that you are literally right next to me.
I still need to be face to face with you.
Ah, there.
And he's gonna look at you and he goes, Daedalus, we've known each other a fair bit. And I think, given this particular game, that you would get the most out of something like this. And he is going to put both hands on your ears and the side of your head. And he's going to lean in close. And he is going to shake his head over your nose. He is giving you Eskimo kisses.
Oh.
Oh.
Daedalus, not understanding that, will then just tilt his head slightly and then just give you another, like, again, very platonic, very neutral chest kiss on the lips, and then just go,
Now, see, the funny thing is, first of all, you don't actually have to kiss back, but I figured that someone like you would appreciate knowledge. This is a different way of giving a kiss in another part of the world where it's particularly cold, and so kiss on the lips and the moisture doesn't quite pan out as well. So what they do instead is when they want to give a kiss, they rub their noses together like that.
huh, interesting. But yeah, no, I was just going for a regular kiss because Belky was my first, so I'm just trying to figure out.
Well, I'll leave you to it then. Just thought you'd enjoy a nice little nugget of knowledge. And Salus is going to plop back down in the seat.
Okay, thanks. And then Daedalus will just turn over and flick the bottle. Give me a second here. I have so many screens. 2.
Is that you?
Oh, you got
That
afraid.
is- That's Dare.
Oh.
In Dare, while holding Cooper, feeding Cooper grapes, would look over towards Daedalus. Dealer's choice. Which one do you want?
Daedalus immediately
Stay strong and calm.
Daedalus immediately with like the exact same intonation as Goldblum. I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Thumbs up.
Returns thumbs up. He's like, I did it, Dad!
1 to 10. 1 to 10 in Dare. Low in Dare, high Aphira. You watch as Indare slowly shapeshifts back over to Aphira, and she looks at you. You being a drow, and from a drow noble house, you recognize this look. She's sizing you up.
At which point, Daedalus will literally just look at them and go, "Why are you looking at me like my mom looks at dwarves?"
T.
What? I thought I did something wrong.
Oh no, you've done nothing wrong. She gives a come hither motion with a single finger.
He follows.
Show me what you got, bookworm.
Okay, Daedalus just puts a hand on either side of your face, leans in. Again, simple kiss on the lips, then pulls back.
Hey, Daedalus.
Yeah?
As you lean in, she's doing something of her own.
Oh?
Oh no!
The tail.
Both
tail.
both of her hands are on your ears, and she is oh so gently and lovingly caressing your ears in the most sensual way possible as you give her the kiss.
Again, probably. Do not make me Umak!
I just
Listen,
want to know
all I
what
hear is
Perdix is
ears.
downloading at this point.
I hear ears and I think of Quark.
I know.
I couldn't find just Quark.
Listen, there's so much DS9 in my characters. Again, I have a rules of acquisition for my own family. But Dales will just still do the only this time he might have a slight blush, which pick a color. I don't care. I'm not figuring out how to draw blush.
Probably still red.
Now, Frost, I would like to roll. Can I roll an insight to see if going for the ears on an elf specifically will garner an interesting reaction given Daedalus?
Let me just say this. Can I just set a DC for this because he's not going to try to deceive or anything? Like Daedalus is always an open book.
Yeah, you know, I'd allow it. What's the DC?
12.
Nope.
Oh, that nat 20 on the other side.
You learned a long time ago if you could figure out anything intimate from Daedalus, it's that he has a problem trusting, and that's it.
So she'll take her thumb and oh so slowly run it from your earlobe all the way to the top of the point, and then slowly run it back down as you lean in for the kiss. But after the kiss, she lets you go. And she gives a little bit of a smile. That was nice.
Yeah, I think so. Let her try back with Indare later. And he just turns around and goes back to his spot.
As you're walking away, you hear, "Hey yo."
Hey, yo, bro.
And Daedalus just sat back down. Like, again, if you could have a 12, you would have figured out what that meant.
Yep. That's okay. Now it's your turn.
Yes.
No, I'm the one who rolled to get you.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Oh, yep.
True. Then it's I guess it's my turn again, correct?
Yes.
Who? Nah.
Were you gonna sleight of hand as well?
I was considering it.
I used the help action.
You know what? Let me take a look at my sleight of hand. You know what? No, I'll roll it normal. I'm curious. 5 is Belky again, yes?
Correct.
Yeah.
You've done Belky, Daedalus, Goldblum so far, yeah?
Then
But remember, Bob has 2 modes.
Yes.
okay.
What's new, pussycat?
I technically had both.
Yeah.
Belky, as the bottle slips over towards you,
Mm-hmm.
there's a look for just a second, and then Aphira shifts to Indare.
Ah, my partner in crime. I see.
This time, when you're approached by Indare, Indare carries himself a little bit differently.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite as confident in a walk as Aphira does, which is very interesting the more you know about Indare. But Indare would take a seat in front of you.
Okay.
And he reaches out, running the back of his claw along the top of your head, the back of your head, through your mohawk for a moment,
Mm-hmm.
as he leans in. But here's the interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
He leans in 90% of the way.
Ah,
He
I
doesn't
see.
go further.
I see. Belky will cock an eyebrow and say, like in a whisper that hopefully only Endair can hear. You're gonna have to pull my hair if you want me to come in a little closer, kitty cat. You're rolling in the distance.
Okay. As you catch that, make me a charisma check, Belky. Or
Alrighty.
because you may have just, depending on your roll, you may have just fucked up.
14.
Mmm.
Fucked up how? This is Belky we're talking about.
Belky, as soon as you say that,
Mm.
you can see the look in Endair's eyes shift. The oh so gentle hand running along the back of your head tightens as he grips the back of your head, pulls you into that kiss, and not only do you get tongue, he uses alter self to shapeshift his tongue.
So it's not a spiky tongue?
It's not a rough feline tongue. I'll leave it to your imagination what you get.
Fair enough. Knowing Endair, it's probably some forked dragon tongue to stick it to, like, oh, you've rode the light.
Sorry, I heard you could use your imagination. My head went to xenomorph.
Oh no!
You know, it's ironic you mentioned xenomorph, considering I've got the sound bites.
So as Endair pulls her hair, you all hear a sort of noise before the smooch. And then when you break away, she looks a little winded, a little flustered, and Belky is usually a lot warmer than a normal human being anyway, being a fire ganassi. Yeah, she's blushing and a little warm now.
But as Endair pulls away, his tongue has shapeshifted back to normal. As he retracts his tongue, he winks at Belky, and he slips away.
Belky just she's got a big smile on her face. I think perhaps we should maybe wrap up the game. Otherwise, I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to take. I feel I have been bested for the night. You all want to keep going? You have fun. I'm tapping out here.
There's a grin on Endair's face as he looks over at the party, but occasionally that gaze is shifting back to Belky a few times over the
Belky's like, must not think in pure thoughts of friends, must not think in pure thoughts of friends. Goes and like settles in with Cooper and starts she'll pick him up and just lift him above her head like you do with kitty cats sometimes, you know, just playing with Cooper.
Hey, Belky.
Yes.
Roll me a perception check.
Sure. Perception. 17.
Cooper's not next to you.
I didn't think he was. I was gonna go get him.
You hear a muffled
I go find Cooper, and I will leave the scene to
You don't
everybody
have to
else.
look very far.
Okay.
Cooper's stuck in the bottle.
I will. He's in the bottle.
Yep.
How big is
How
this
is
bottle?
he
He's
inside of a
cat-sized.
bottle?
Cats
He's
are
what?
liquids.
He can't
I'll-
fit in a bottle. Oh god. All right.
As the cat rule
as-
goes, if they fit, they sit.
So
I
as
will go and get Cooper.
This is a barnyard dragon head. They're tiny.
Salas looks on over to Goldblum. He goes, "All right, so looks like Endair / Afira has 1 point. They are currently in the lead."
How do these points work? I'm so confused.
both Goldblum and Daedalus are both doing that one meme of the guy with the bottle just looking down and just sheer shock. They have no idea what's going on.
So here's
points?
the game plan, guys. The points are made up and they don't matter.
Hey, I get that reference. Thank you.
I love that show.
Yes.
That was a fantastic show.
Yes, but meanwhile, hearing that, Daedalus just goes, I am so confused.
I guess since Belky's dipped out, we need a new person to spin. You know what? Here, I'll fall on that grenade. I've got to wrangle this one out of the bottle anyways.
What's a good
And
read?
as Thalos takes the bottle and yanks Cooper out, also wondering how he got in when it was levitating off the ground, he accidentally spins it,
And meanwhile,
resulting in
Yeah.
it pointing
Sure.
at...
Believe it or not, I did roll for Cooper. He got a nat 20 on it.
Daedalus just turns to Goldblum. The grenades, you know, like the thing that Hobblin Goblin threw at us when you used to kill the dragon?
Oh, those things.
Hey, Stalis, could you do me a favor?
Hi.
Roll me an athletics for yanking Cooper out of that bottle.
Alright. I'll also re-roll my d6. It's 11. I'll re-roll a d6 because I got a fear again.
Alright. Fear again!
You should know.
Holy shit, they are
Right now,
dumb.
You should. I would like to make a note. I am not a fear at the moment. I am in dare.
Ah, that's true.
Valid point.
I'll say that the multiple twos are because as you're pulling Cooper out, he's kind of grating like his hind legs currently onto the ground, kind of going.
Belky is currently
he's
out
not
of
just-
the game, so you might need to re-roll, my dude.
Just seriously, 2s or 5s. That's it. Am
This
I
is the-
broken? What's going on here?
The fate you chose!
One more
time!
They
4,
know.
5, 6, 7, 8. At this point, I just want to see how long this streak can continue. We're at 8.
Please break
9. 4. Okay, we got a different one.
Listen,
Where
if you
you
want
going?
just to
Come
get
on.
it, I'll pop back into the game. Listen, come on, Sully.
Roll 20 was like, hey, who started these games?
Hey yo!
Yeah, it wasn't me.
I got a 4 and a
I did-
It's payback time.
Goldblum is... I did not do Goldblum yet.
Ah!
You did though.
No, Goldblum
No, I
did.
did.
him.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
Wait, then who's on first?
no,
What?
shush.
Fight you.
I just gotta say, that'd be Daedalus because
Who's
he's number
on
one.
third?
Correct. So,
Who's on home plate?
Salas looks on over to Goldblum, and he thinks for a minute, and then he thinks back to the dance that they had earlier. He's just gonna say, "You know what, big guy? I don't think I can top what you did earlier. I'm not even going to try." And he is going to kiss Goldblum on the forehead. Just a light peck.
He will give a sportsmanship nod.
I was
Good
hoping
game.
Goldblum would be standing so you have to climb him.
But an uneventful one as Salas sits back down.
So it's my turn.
Try again. Huh.
Come on.
So after the third or fourth,
What the?
Man, this game is really trying to get people with either Belky or in Dare/Afira. Holy shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting this bullshit to happen tonight, but this is
Seeing-
just comedic.
Seeing
as
how
hell.
many times it points in her general direction, Belky will tuck Cooper under an arm, football style, and walk back over and sit down. All right, listen, I didn't realize y'all needed a piece of my ass like that. Okay, let's go.
no. I think we need to spice this up a little bit more. If
Oh,
this
then
thing is if this bottle is so insistent on pointing to your spot, Belky, could you please stand up and take a step out of your particular sitting spot.
I had been sitting over there in Belky Points, playing with your dragon.
Oh, I know. Leave Cooper.
Wow. Fucking rude.
Getting the kiss treatment.
Wow. I think perhaps the game should clearly the bottle is broken. That's what the problem is. I think perhaps we tally up the scores and call the game good tonight.
No,
You know what?
I
I'm
kind of
okay.
want to see Cooper.
I'm honestly okay with that myself.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dales will then just turn to Goldblum and just be like, "So, do you want to just get this over with?"
Iapetus just looks over at Lucy, just I wasn't expecting that from you.
I mean, listen, Goldblum ain't he's nothing to sneeze at, so you know.
Hey Cooper, pass over some grapes, please.
Cooper just hands you like this little baggie of grapes, and he's currently munching on one.
Aw, thank you. Little scritch under the chin, and it is just waiting.
Hold on, let me do the tail. You hear?
Waggy tail.
It goes thump 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 thump.
Draggy tails, draggy tails.
I'm still just waiting for Goldblum's response.
Yes.
Fuck. Core memory
Okay.
unlocked.
Okay.
I don't know what else you expect from Goldblum.
Well, and also I would imagine after all this was said, everyone starts standing up. So in typical their relationship fashion, Daedalus will just scurry up Goldblum's back, lean over to the side, and just give him a simple like peck on the lips. No, definitely just friends.
Mm.
Then just pat on the shoulder. So what now?
I mean, now we settle in and go to sleep and wake up tomorrow and do it again. Not this, but like normal day sort of stuff.
Okay, well that means I'm going to stay up for the next 4 hours copying spells from my book into IAP.
Fair enough, my guy.
Well, fun. I think I'm gonna go take in some sea air before I go trancing for the evening.
I might go with you.
And like you'll see Iapetus stand up, kind of give the bottle like a brief like look, and then just walk out and head to the deck.
I put Cooper in Salus's lap and follow after.
Aw.
Hey, buddy.
Alright. Yeah. And he just kind of looks up at you and goes, yep, yep.
I hope you've been having a good time. We've had a certain time ourselves, and I saw how you were enjoying all your little grapes. And as he does, he takes a little bit of the food nearby, and then he notices that Iapetus is about to leave. He goes, "Oh, Iapetus."
Huh? Salus?
If you don't mind, I feel it's a little unfair. You were the only one left in the game. And he is going to walk on over. He's going to pick up her hand. And he is going to kiss it.
Aww.
She is going to be kind of shocked, not in a bad way, but just a huh. And if you want, you can roll to see if you notice something. If like you want to try to perceive a thing.
Sure. I'll do a perception. 17.
So would I have to come up with a number for if you'd see it or just no?
That's up to you. You can either just say that wins, or if you want to try and hide it, you can be like, make a deception or a stealth check or something like that. It'd be up to J Frost.
J Frost, steak and stew. What do you want me to do?
What were the options you said, CG?
Stealth or deception if she wants to hide.
Hiding itself, it's a stealth. If you're trying to hide an emotion or something, deception.
So then, in this case, she's not hiding it because she was caught off guard. You might notice a very brief, like, blush, but immediately is followed up by, oh, well, that's sweet of you, Salas.
Salas is gonna notice this and knock something away for later, but it says, "Have a good evening, you two," and looks on over to you and Belky.
Sleep tight, Sully.
I look forward to it. Sounds like we're all going our separate ways then.
Yeah.
Hey, CG.
Hi.
You've been focusing on Iapetus the entire time, haven't you?
Oh, no, this was in game.
I know. You've been
Oh.
focusing on Iapetus for this conversation, right?
Yes.
Mm.
It is a quick thing though. So whatever mischief you've got planned, better be quick about it.
You feel... Salas, you feel a hand on your horn. From
His
behind.
horn.
And slowly, but oh so gently, your horn is pulled, making you look back and up as a single backside of a claw runs from your ear down your jawline, your chin, as you hear Afira's voice in your ear. Now, don't think I've forgotten about you. When you least expect it, somewhere, I'm going to get you. You know, Salas, there's a reason why I confide in you quite a bit. There's a reason why whenever I need somebody to talk, I need something to be done, I come to you. You know, back home, you would fetch quite a dowry. And she lets go of his horn and walks away.
I think that means she's going to leave a dead boar at your front door.
That's one of those mark me down as scared and horny.
Well, no, it's just that he has canonically said that's basically what his mom did to, like, propose to his dad. So I was just like, prepare to clean up a dead boar.
His mother paid a dowry to basically his father's family to earn the right to attempt to basically take him as a mate.
Salas is going to raise a finger. I have a lot of emotions about what just happened right there. He says to no one in particular.
Well, it's Daedalus, because Daedalus is down on one cushion.
No, he's not. He's not talking to anyone in particular. He's just thinking out loud.
I know, and Daedalus is just sitting there on one cushion and has each spell book out on another cushion. He just looks up. I mean, yeah, I think I discovered my sexuality tonight. Weird.
Yep. Cooper just currently munches on another grape, looking at you both.
Daedalus isn't even looking up at Salas. Daedalus is looking at the books, copying spells.
Salas is just kind of like taking a look at everything. He just goes, I opened this shouting questions into the air. I am walking away with even more questions at this point. This has been a very confusing evening.
Don't go far. I don't want you getting sick.
Right, that's what I wanted to do. Thanks for reminding me, Daedalus.
Daedalus, let me see
That
if
is perfect. Oh
Wait,
my
wait,
god.
let me see if I have anything real quick.
No, he's running.
And Darren's prestidigitation. We're okay.
Hey, Salas, you want some chowder?
This man was a good sport and held down the vomit for as long as he could in this game.
At least it wasn't when he was kissing someone. Jesus Christ. That would have been bad.
Oh lord, it would be the
That's a-
Chainsaw Man
that's a
all
s-
over again.
Now that's a Stan Marsh Wendy Testaburger thing. Oh my
But
god.
yeah, Salus, unless anyone else grabs him, is going to make his way to the deck, and you can consider him out for the evening.
Alright. And everybody else?
Daedalus is just
So I think Ryapetus and Belky went as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, is it safe to say that we can call this a night in
I was gonna
game?
Chat with
Oh,
Iapetus.
my apologies. Okay, yeah, no, go ahead. Go chat.
So as they're heading up the stairs and all of a sudden Salus rushes past them, there's a... Oh, shit. Hell, I guess the motion of the ocean caught up to him after all, huh?
Truth be told, I'm actually surprised he held that in for that long, cause yeah, I was concerned about when that might happen
Yeah.
during the game.
Yeah. Also, the, little smooch at the end there. What was that about, huh? And she'll elbow Iapetus. Just gently.
Iapetus is like briefly forward. Huh? What? At the end? Wait,
Yeah,
you mean?
when he kissed your hand.
Oh, I just, I realized the bottle didn't land on me throughout the night, so I don't know. Maybe it was just as simple as he said.
Hmm. I mean, you could have always fudged it, Give it just the right amount of torque. It'll land on who you want it to land on.
I mean, but that wouldn't. She starts to say, I mean, but that wouldn't be as. And then she stops and says, wait, is that what you did? Did you do that?
Yeah. Don't tell him.
I
Look, I just
mean-
wanted to rattle the guy. Come on.
I think this evening rattled a number of us, and we learned quite a bit.
Yeah. Learned significantly a fair bit about our dear sweet pussycat. But yeah, no.
Oh?
Yeah, didn't know they were quite so let's just say never discount a love goddess. Let's just put it that way, yeah? And especially her followers. Yeah, let's just say that.
I mean, why do you think everything he makes tastes delicious, Felky? And like, Iapetus, to I imagine would be your surprise, is looking at you like, she expected that. like 100%, this was on brand for Indare and Avira. So she's just like, am I the only one who knew?
Listen, I was trying to softball it with you all. I thought, okay, well, these are a bunch of, folks that haven't done too much with other people, take it easy. I mean, to be fair, Athera and Indare are sort of on par with me, I'd imagine. So, yeah, I suppose I don't know why I thought otherwise.
Yeah, you kind of walked into that one yourself,
A little
Felky.
bit, yeah, a little
Y-
bit.
Your plan was to rattle one person, but look at you. We saw that color.
Listen, let's just say Kitty Cat knew what he was doing. But yeah. Also, I don't know what he did, but that was not a cat tongue. really glad it wasn't a cat tongue. Was not a cat tongue.
He did what? What, huh?
It was not a cat. I don't know. I don't know what he did, but he can turn into a different person. So, like, yeah, I imagine it was something like that, but I don't know how that works. So, listen. Yeah, was not. He didn't rip the insides of my mouth open. Let's put it that way.
Although,
But, mhm.
you know, and she starts to say something, and you see her stop, smile, and just stick a pin in it. You're exactly right. He didn't. Yet.
Let's hope not. So, and as they get to like the railing of the ship, Belky will like lean on it. So, was the kiss good for you? Between you and me?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't like bothered by it in any way. I like I literally. You've told me many a time that you think I'm cute, or to use your words, I think you said you think I'm hot. So I mean, I I expected that us interacting in that manner would be perfectly fine. I think it
Okay.
was a nice kiss,
Well,
and it
thank
was
you.
respectful.
Of course. Also, yes, you are fucking hot. Like, legitimately. Red, I don't know if anybody else has told you this or you've looked in a mirror. Let's see. You're strong. You're beautiful. And you have this way about you that's like wild and free, and I really kind of jive with it.
Aw. And she kind of looks down a little bit, not in a sad way. She's more so like she's musing and smiling. I really appreciate you saying that, Balky. Since arriving at this school, this has been kind of it's been nice to be more of myself.
Yeah.
And growing up, I guess, kind of in a noble family after being in essentially a wild and free setting for a time,
Mm-hmm.
it's like it doesn't conflict against my nature. It just creates a sort of balance. Um,
Two
so
sides of the same coin. Gotcha.
yeah, only imagine if two sides of the same riverbank, so to speak. Think of it that way. But the water tends to rush along one side a bit more, and one side gets more sun while the other one gets more shade. So the shadier side is a bit more kind of carved and chiseled out, while the sunny side really isn't.
I suppose. I don't know. I'm used to more turbulent waters. Like, on the whole. You know what I mean? Like, the school life and school in general is kind of like this little trickle of a stream, and I'm used to rapids, I suppose. The hustle and bustle, the rush, that kind of thing. So, eh. But can I confide something in you?
I'm all ears.
So I kind of had a crush on you. I had a crush on you.
She smiles and she says, "Go on. We haven't had a chat like this since the tavern, and you don't really open up much. So
What do you mean I don't open up much? I tell people what I'm feeling.
you tell people what you're feeling, Belky, but you keep your closest thoughts the ones that kind of make you vulnerable. And she will like pause for a moment and just kind of like look at you. Ones that make you feel a little vulnerable, you keep those close. Remember the chat in the tavern?
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm just saying, like, I thought this would be a fun game, and lo and behold, you were my first kiss in the game tonight. It was very nice. And then I saw, Sully shooting his shot. I think he'd be a better fit for you than I would.
She's gonna like stone cold 404 at that because she's like, wait, shooting a shot? Huh?
Yeah, man. Why else would he kiss you after the game ended?
You are literally like Belky can see her like the gears are turning because she's not piecing that together at all. She's processing many things, and at no point did that come up. It's funny you say that. I don't know if that's what that was.
You think so? That looked pretty cut and dry to me.
I don't know. He's he's reserved in how he approaches people because he likes his personal space. So I didn't see it as that. I honestly just thought he was giving a sweet gesture. I have a lot to unpack right now.
Hey Zai, how does it feel to be playing Daedalus now?
Well, she was raised in your fucking family, so some of it was gonna rub off.
Yeah, but everyone else in the family is well adjusted.
Beg to differ. Anyway,
I don't know if I'd call Lucy well adjusted.
Yeah, I said everyone else in the family. There's the outlier. It's always been him. You are not the outlier, despite the fact you turned into a wolf.
She kind of like gathers herself back up a little bit. You know, I don't know if there was more to his last gesture. And, maybe that'd be worth asking him about. But as for you, Belky, and your feelings for me, just know that I think that you are a wonderful, beautiful, fiery spirit. And she kind of like straightens up a little bit because usually she's walking around, best description I could give would be like Satoru Ghetto, kind of slightly slouched, but not like hunched over like she's about to mafia somebody.
Fair.
But she's taller than you. So she straightens up a little bit and it's like, and I hope that you know just how beautiful you are, not just on a superficial level, and that you... And she'll like tap kind of where your heart would be, and that you let this show a lot more.
That's a little hard, friend.
To your surprise, she will lean down, and give you a little like nosy. It's not that difficult. You just did it. And she'll like tap, like gently, like pat you on the shoulder, give your hand a squeeze. She's like, all right, I need to go figure out my mental life. And she's gonna like,
fair enough.
like go take a quick stroll around the deck
Fair
before
enough.
she heads downstairs.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And Belky will go head to her sleeping area and see if she can find Cooper. She's stealing the little dragon as like a plushie to sleep with.
I would just probably do that stroll for a little bit since she only needs to trance for a few hours. So like she might be up a little bit longer than everyone else.
In all honesty, a world where elves lives is perfect for sailors. Just put the elves on the late shift.
But basically,
If you say anything but basically.
oh no, like she went to go. I just went to go like take a quick stroll around the deck and like mentally figure out some shit before she goes to like downstairs to trance below deck.
Can I do a flavor thing because I had to do something mechanically in my sheet a little bit ago?
Sure.
Okay, so possibly later whenever Salus would come back down after his episode. I'm not sure. Goldblum, are you staying in the hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is noticeably trying to learn how to dance.
Okay, so the better question is CG, does Salus return?
I mean, he sleeps down there, so yeah.
So at one point you guys will see Daedalus like take his brooch, which is his arcane matrix, off his chest, and with a few very careful tools he will pry out the large stone he has been using, which I believe was one of I forget, what was the stone? Let me see here, it's on my inventory. I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, I wrote it down. Well, he takes whatever stone it is. I'm going to say it's like a purple stone because the original stone was a ruby and then it was replaced with some of Goldblum's, I want to say amethyst. But he takes it and he starts taking out a bunch of like small like vials and like little bits of arcane like glassary. And he starts mixing in some like random salts, some ungulants, some other stuff until the water has a slight glow to it. Pours it over the gem, which is suspended over a little like what do they call those? Like a petri dish. And then the water starts to glow even brighter as above the stone is projected every facet of it. And if you guys look, you'll notice that across every facet, or at least most lines of it, you'll see arcane formula. As he then starts moving his hands around like Tony Stark, changing like one formula and slowly turning it into a new set of runes. As I've changed what one of my arcane matrix spells is to one of the spells he learned from his sister while swapping spells. So he no longer has frost fingers always prepared.
Ah.
Yeah. I'd say if you want to figure it out, you'd have to probably roll an Arcana check, because I'm not going to tell until I finally use it.
Okay, so here's the problem. CG's curious. Salus is regretting life right now.
Oh no.
I'm too busy rolling 13 on my dancing.
I'm just imagining you're doing the hustle. Which is honestly the best dance for Goldblum.
Salus is busy with the, you look at the GIF in call text, busy contemplating the aftertaste of rainbow. So, I'll roll at disadvantage.
Okay. I'll let Frost decide the DC. Because it's only a first level spell.
12.
Frost?
I'm just thinking on that.
Okay.
I'd say that's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that meets.
Okay. You will see as he replaces spells specifically focused around cold damage, which would have been Frostfinger, to a very long strand of lightning magic, which you could probably extrapolate is Witch Bolt.
Ah.
As he does that, he also slightly readjusts the way he's affixed the wand to his arm until Indare/Athera could make for him a proper wand sheath for his forearm. But that's all he'll do before he just, again, he's just moving over what spells he needs to for the sake of helping Iapetus and also himself, and then he is just going to watch over everyone because he only needs to sleep 4 hours and he trances standing up.
This probably didn't come back till later. Like much later.
I love how Belky is the only one who went back to our actual sleeping quarters. And I'm going to assume Indare/Alfira is some random place because that is their want.
Indare is currently in a hammock somewhere on the ship.
Oh well, I guess before you go to sleep, he'll just be like,
Fair.
before you go to sleep, he'll just look to his house. Do you want me to try the hut again?
No, I think it's not really gonna help.
Okay.
Thanks, though.
No problem. Sleep well. If you need help in the night, just poke me.
Sure, I'll try it.
Yeah.
And thanks, Cooper. As wait a minute, as Cooper heads on out after being abducted by Belky.
Yes.
The ghost of Cooper currently yups through the echoes.
Does sound like we're all about to turn in for the night, unless anyone else has anything though.
I believe we are turning in for the nights, and which would be a good time to take a bio break.
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Yeah.
I'll switch on over to the screen, and I'll let some people go before me.
Oh.
See, I said earlier, I was really hoping that I was really hoping that we do spin the bottle and a Freedy pops out.
Look, you have no
Oh,
idea
God,
how
no.
funny it would have been.
I would prefer a Dow. They're just as evil, but at least they're reasonable.
Look, all
Stop
I'm
spinning
saying,
my bottle. You're making me sick.
I mean, there was Genie once, and then he got True killed.
True.
By a Durgan.
At which point, Dave was surprised looking at him. Are you the reason all of Kalimshan is cursed?
Yes.
That wasn't me. Wasn't me, bro.
It wasn't me. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You say that, but I have
I'm gonna go
multiple mixes
grab-
of that song on my phone.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get some water.
That
Yeah,
song was
I'm going to use the bathroom because
that
we
song was
forgot it.
remarkably formidable for me, only because every one of my friends played it, and my parents wouldn't let me listen to it because one of the lyrics is "caught me banging on the bathroom floor."
Yes, that's the whole
Yeah.
point. Is he was cheating on his girlfriend.
Yeah, but that song came out when I was in the 4th grade.
Oh, yeah, no. I wouldn't let you listen to it either.
Yeah, and again, no one also, because I was in 4th grade, explained to me what banging meant, so I just imagined them naked slamming fists on the floor.
Yeah, it's a naked fist fight. It's
Which is
Fight
why
Club,
I
bro.
love the song, because the image of that was
fun.
hilarious
It's
to
Fight
me.
Club, bro. Anyways.
All right,
Blacksmith.
hold up. You said you were in the 4th grade when that song came out.
So he
now
was
I need
9 years old, roughly.
I need to check something for myself now, or else I'm about to feel hella carbon dated.
When did
Listen,
this song
listen,
come out?
Zai, remember, I'll tell you this. I was born in 1990, so whenever that year came out, whatever the number at the end of that is my age.
Oh no, I got you. Cause I'm like, maybe I'm remembering things wrong. Okay, no, so you weren't like 4, you were at least 11, or no, you were like 10.
Yeah, so that's why I said roughly.
Yeah, so you were in 5th grade. That's not too bad. You were going into middle school. Cause I was like, wait, I was 11. I remember hearing this song on my school bus. Hold the phone.
Also, I love Wiley in chat. I totally won.
Fuck, you did.
I just love... Bob, you want to know above game what you would have realized?
What's that?
Daedalus. He has never contemplated any form of romance before in his life, and Belky was his first kiss. He was literally trying to figure out, do I like boys or girls or both? That was
I really want to see Perdix's data on that because remember, Perdix asked about, do you possibly like Belky earlier? So,
Well, it's also that also might be heavily affected by if you confide in him your conversation with Belky. Because the last time his response was I think she wants to go at my sister.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I just wouldn't bring it up to you because Belky confided that to her in confidence, so she wouldn't bring it up.
I totally get it.
That wouldn't be her thing to say.
And again, you wouldn't know that would be Daedalus' view of what is going on with our social dynamic. He is using what very little social cues he has. I think they're flirting. Either that or she's expressly complimentary.
After everything you just witnessed and spin the bottle, Lucy, man. Everyone is apparently flirting.
Listen, I went in there just being I thought we were just going to all kiss each other once, and then we'd be oh, that was nice. It escalated very quickly to ways I was not prepared.
Yeah.
I have acquired Aqua.
All right,
Bruh,
I'm going to use the
you
bathroom.
walked into there with a disciple of a love goddess and a fucking Belky. What were you expecting?
What do you mean you mean a rock star? Because we all just want to be big rock stars.
I will answer that when I go use the bathroom. Also, yeah, Moon, enjoy the VOD. It has been a interesting trip.
2 hours worth of spin the bottle.
We hope we fulfilled your weekly horny teenager quota.
Somebody from
It was
episodes 1 and 2 is sitting there I have been waiting.
Yeah.
Just kiss already.
There are several people. All right, this is the moment where I get to see if my ships sail. Bingo cards at the ready, betting. Just all right, let's go.
All right, we've got. All right, I've got the bingo card. Oh, I got Nylok X, the cultist in this corner. That's never gonna fly. Crumples it up, throws it away.
You know the most dangerous thing to fan fiction ships?
Cannons.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's still one of the best jokes that's ever been done on Cartoon Network crossover. I miss Steven Universe. Uncle Grandpa canonically sunk a ship with a cannon. And that became actual canon in the sequel series.
I got to use almost all of my plans. The only one that I didn't get to use was my plan for Iapetus.
I didn't get to use mine for Belky, sadly.
Daedalus.
Sorry, go ahead.
Daedalus, you all had plans?
Oh.
What was your plans with Belky?
So the plan with Belky was because he wanted to go exceptionally teasing, with the two of you to get back at you for what you did to him earlier.
What do you mean?
Oh, bullshit! What do you mean?
What do you mean?
So what Salus had planned for Belky was, first off, it was important that he got consent from her initially,
Of course.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if the bottle landed on Salus to Belky,
Mm-hmm.
when everyone looked up from the bottle to Salus's spot, he would not be there. He would be gone.
Uh-huh.
And then Belky would hear, I don't remember what I had it initially as, but she would hear sweet whispers in her ear from behind her as an invisible Salus appears, caresses her cheek with his tail, and then gives her one of those sensual hickey kisses.
I see.
I also forgot until just now you have a tail.
I do. And I have hooved feet.
Hooves. No shoes, only hooves.
I also
Correct.
forget that all the time because you never bring it up.
I don't have any need to. Why does it, like, I don't need to bring it up in conversation very much.
Why don't you bring up the fact that you have normal feet?
Because I'm usually doing
Exactly.
something weirder, like standing on the ceiling. You need to realize Daedalus has no sense of normal, so he doesn't bring up a lot of things. He expects people just to react to him, and he will gauge the social situation. Like,
Yeah.
again, the reason he climbs up Goldblum's back and rides him all the time is because Goldblum did not ever show any sign of protest.
I never did decide if Goldblum walks around with bare feet or not.
He's in sandals.
Ah, yes.
True, but that'll come down to if we ever have to have either Krista or Bun do full bodies.
I will say, the absolute most interesting. So I originally didn't have, Eskimo kisses for Daedalus. I had it originally for Goldblum, and then Goldblum decided to show up with his fucking A game, and I was like, well, I can't do that anymore. Which is good because I'm really struggling to what to do with Daedalus. I think Daedalus was initially my just peck on the cheek, like completely asexual. This is me putting my lips on you. Yes, the act has been done. Returning to seat.
The dictionary definition of here is the kiss.
Yeah, and Daedalus looked at his sisters like, she has been a dog around him. Their tongue has been on my lips. I have learned to accept this.
I'm so glad you brought that up early on, because I was waiting for him to bring it up. Thank you, Belky, for instigating it.
And the
Yeah.
best part is, Dare still has no context, because I think they are still the only person who doesn't know your secret.
Mm-hmm. Which, if when Aepatus spun the bottle, he might have. Might have been given a clue.
So I have a question for y'all. Salus has hooves. Since he has hooves, he potentially has horseshoes. Who gets to nail Salus?
I think they're cloven feet, so he wouldn't need the shoes. He would need to get them trimmed, though.
Well, that's the question. Salus, are they hooves or cloven?
I think they're cloven.
Okay.
That's got to be. That's what the tieflings usually are, but I that's what I would go with.
Well, I always imagine, like, when it comes to tiefling hooves, them actually being, like, hooves, because, like, typical old depictions of devils and stuff, but again, nobody plays canonical tieflings. We all flavor them how we wish.
Yeah, exactly. Remember,
I
the
think my
original tieflings look like the ones that were in the D&D movie, and people threw a hissy fit, like, oh, it doesn't look like a tiefling. Bullshit, it looks like the original tieflings.
Yeah, those are ugly tieflings. They're allowed to be ugly.
What do you mean ugly?
That's what
They
original tieflings were. They
Yeah.
look terrible, like
Yeah.
by design.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
supposed
no,
to have
the
a
one
lot
from
more
the
depth.
movie where
Yeah,
they look like a person just with horns.
Oh,
That's
no,
it.
we know what you're saying, but
And a tail, I guess.
we know what you're saying, but we're also saying, again, to poke holes in that argument, original tieflings were supposed to look a lot more demonic and deformed. So nobody is right in that conversation. Just let them do the movie.
Yeah,
My-
I don't have any issues with how people depict tieflings.
Are we all back?
One sec, Wiley.
Technically, no, because I never left.
Okay, then that means if J Frost's here, we're all here.
Yeah, I'm here. I will say this. We are going to be ending a little bit early tonight due to daylight savings. Because...
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll throw us back on the
fair.
game
We
soon.
hate it.
So go ahead and take us away so we can use the most of our time.
Alright. Night has fallen. Sleep has been gained. A long rest has been achieved for everybody. And it's around this time that you all hear bells begin to ring. The
Deus immediately,
bell of a ship.
Yep, I'm gonna say Deus immediately wakes up, hand cocked with the wand on his arm, like, "What's going on? What's danger?"
One of your fellow students kind of looks over and goes, "Oh, hey, you're awake. We're about to make port in Velen."
Deus will look and see if anyone else is woken by the bells.
First of all, you motherfucker, J. Frost. But anyways.
What did I do?
Oh, hey, you're awake.
Finally awake.
Oh,
Thank you.
I didn't even think about that.
Meanwhile, after seeing and hearing that student, Daedalus just leaned down to Goldblum. When did he get here? I was up for most of the night. Because we're sleeping in the hull of the ship where no one is, J. Frost.
I know.
People
had to pass by.
I imagine you guys went back to your room after Salas went. You specifically would have gone back to your room after Salas went to sleep. But yeah. Anyway, so student.
Yeah. So a couple of the students are making their way, and they're going. Yeah, no, we're making port in Velen like in a couple minutes. We should be landing in dock in about 5. Yeah, 5 minutes. So hey, grab your stuff. Don't want to leave it on the ship. And after saying that, the students kind of just start running and grabbing all their stuff. You see a few of them kind of dropping some books here and there. One of them's kind of hurriedly eating a snack. And just, you're pretty certain you're seeing like what appears to be a parrot kind of flying around. And the students chasing after it going, "Damn it, give me my notes!"
Huh. Well, I guess we're going to this random elf city. I hope they are still not racist against Drow.
Jesus.
This is over at the Actually, I'll rephrase that. Iapetus is not like in the sleeping quarters. She apparently got up earlier. Still within her 4 hours, just like an hour or so earlier than everybody else.
Interesting. Okay.
Are you on the deck where we can see you, I guess?
She went over to the mess hall to just like go grab a couple things, maybe see if they have some tea. She's specifically looking for like calming teas. Or teas that are good for digestion.
There's plenty of like teas for digestion to allow you. So without even having to worry about it too much.
Salas is groggily getting up, not feeling well as usual, but upon hearing that we're going to be arriving in port soon, perks up substantially, and then remembers that there is a fucking, like, pillow and mattress store in the fucking hole, and it's just like, wonder if Indare is going to need all that.
I mean, do you want me to message?
Used to that.
Do you want me to message him?
Oh, what are you doing here?
I didn't leave.
Oh, I thought you went back to your room.
No, I can trance standing up, and there's no real reason for me to go back there.
Fair enough. No, you know what? He dumped that on me. If he remembers, it's his loss. If he forgets, it's his loss.
I mean, fair. I don't really need a bed, so I don't really have need for this either.
I'm gonna pack everything up and get going. The sooner I can get to the top, the sooner I can get topside and off the boats, the better. He looks kind of wistfully at the boat. Really wish you agreed with me more. And he gets everything packed and heads topside.
Okay. I will say, as you go topside, Salas, you will be the first to be greeted by this wonderful image of the city of Velen.
Ooh. I love the overgrown look that's going on.
This is the capital of the territory of Velen, which is upon the Sea of Swords. My apologies, not storms. This is the Wood Elf and High Elves territories. Located basically as a protrusion of the continent. It is sandwiched between the Small Teeth Mountains and the Starspire Mountains, with the entirety of the forests of Moradin and Wieldath, which can be found upon the main map. That is located currently, I believe, in the party notes. Yes, party notes. I will make a pin if need be. But yeah, Velen is basically the capital city of this entire section. It is very foresty and ancient. What is to be known, I will say, is that as you look out, there's some rock and tree spires that are currently, like, reaching very high up. The trees, think of, like, you're familiar with the ones over in California, the redwoods, I believe they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Think of them on steroids. We are talking trees that are reaching practically to heavens, or at least what one would consider the heavens.
I'm
The
surprised.
water... go ahead.
Dale's just look over to Iapetus. I'm surprised Grandma doesn't have a summer home here.
I mean, maybe we can convince her.
I mean,
I've-
I don't really know anything
I
about
don't
this.
know how open. Oh, go ahead.
I don't really know anything about this place. I just, like, you know, the whole high elf thing. It feels like she'd be at home.
I will say, if
aren't
anyone
they
would
not
like
welcoming?
to, whoever would like and is currently up on deck, you can roll me a perception check to see what else you can see.
Like to look at all things.
But I say you also got cut off there, Zai. So if you want to finish your thought.
Oh, no worries. She was just saying, although she had heard that the citizens of Velen might not be as welcoming to outsiders based on the captain's message. So she's like, this would be cool, but would they let her?
Dale's just turned. I don't think I don't think they could afford to stop her at this point.
Looks around at the village. They seem to be doing a pretty good job.
I will say this. We'll start with the perception checks for each of you. Iapetus, Daedalus, and Goldblum, you see that you're kind of caught up with all the trees and everything emerging. Some of these trees are coming out of the water. Like, they are, like, straight from the seawater. It is reaching high. The stonework is pretty good. And there's a couple ships here and there dotting along with the, they seemingly are of elven origin. And there, with your perception, you'll notice that there's definitely a lot more beauty to this land, and the architecture also works quite well. There is an actual concentrate of these walls that are formed around some of the trees, both on land and in the coast. So the fortification definitely is a combinationary work of stone and nature. Definitely holds out, and many of the ships that are usually out in the water are either fishing boats, commerce guild boats, or a few warships. Salis, with you having the highest perception roll, you kind of look at it all and it's just like, okay, this is beautiful. And then you kind of, like, look at the trees emerging, and you see out of the corner of your eye, a shape in the water. A very... You kind of have to squint a bit. Because you think, is that a creature in the water? And then you realize the water there's not a creature there, but the water is different. Like, it's moving in, like, there's water, and then there's this other water that's moving underneath.
Huh.
It's there for a few seconds, but it dives. Like, it seemingly just disappears deeper into the waves. But besides that, you kind of do catch a few other things. You see there's giant eagles just flying through the air. And there seemingly also is a couple griffins flying around. And what appears to be a couple elves riding upon them. So you can definitely tell that they've got an aerial defense going on. Do with that information as you will.
Silas just kind of gets, he kind of puts that little nugget away of, you know, these guys, they mean a little bit more business than they let on. And kind of gathers with the rest of the students who are exiting the ship at this time. He is also going to, remembering what they mentioned about them not being the friendliest individuals, he's gonna keep a dagger just a little bit closer.
Understandable. Eventually, two of these small ships, they look to be maybe like a fourth the size of the vessel that you all are currently aboard. And you watch as they kind of like... A few members of the crew currently like are throwing hand signals to these elves that are currently upon these two ships. And the elves nod, and you watch as a couple ropes are thrown over, and it seems as if they're kind of acting as tugboats, kind of bringing you into the port, so to speak. The Auspice is definitely being guided in. And eventually, it doesn't take too long, but the ship does come to port. It docks safely. The two tugboats kind of move away. And the captain goes, "All right, everyone. You've made it to the city of Velen. I would ask that everyone please be on their best behavior. We are guests here. We are not going to be able to stay very long, but we should be able to at least get you all back to your academics soon enough within Strixhaven. We, however, will be staying with Portside, if that is all right. So, if you can, make sure you grab all your items. Do not leave anything left on the ship. Anything that is left will be auctioned off."
Looks for Indare.
Belgy's got all our shit together.
And there is standing close to the front of the ship, leaning against the railing.
You'll just hear Daedalus in your ear. Do you want those pillows?
They serve their purpose.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Someone somewhere is, where did all these pillows come from?
And all this candy!
Why are there so many pillows? The brochure said there'd only be a few of them.
all of the crewmen get really nice pillows upgrades.
Oh, here's the thing.
Mm.
It's been overnight, so likely all the candy that Cooper hasn't found is probably melted and stuck to those pillows and blankets.
Eh,
Ew.
Gross.
Covered in ants.
there won't be
From
ants.
where?
We're on a boat. Shut the fuck up.
Carnivorous ocean ants, don't you know?
Yes, totally
Yes.
ocean ants.
Don't tempt me.
Anyways,
Well then, Dales looks at the group. We have a nebulous time that we can explore the city. Do any of us know where to go?
I mean that's the point of exploration, isn't it?
Yeah. I say we hit up the local bars.
I think that it can only go badly.
Why?
The last time we went to a bar, we ended up extorted by a criminal overlord.
Okay, but that was because we were meant to meet up with. But anyway, I'd say we go to the bars and see if they've got like local bards and people to like tell us what's going on around here, that kind of thing. Hit up the local gossip. What's going on?
Ah, the local gossip as opposed to the local brews. That makes a lot more sense. It's a little early for the brew pot.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So if they've got a really nice mimosa, I'm not gonna say no. But yeah.
No,
See
I
what's
think
going on.
that being said, I don't mind hitting up the locals for information, though. We do need to remember that they are a little prickly, apparently. So, best be on our best behavior.
Also,
I will
I don't think we
also
should hit
say
anyone.
this above game.
Mm-hmm.
You all are being confined to the docks area.
Ah,
Oh,
well,
You
shit.
will have access to everything that's around the dock.
If there's not a salty shanty somewhere around here for seamen, I'm just saying that's bad planning as far as like town building.
You never know what an elf sings.
Actually, if no one ate even something a little light and she has like a teacup in her hand, she's going to pass pass the cup of like ginger tea off, and she's actually handing it to Salas because she remembers seeing him vomiting.
Oh.
If anyone else is hungry, I didn't have time to grab much from the mess hall, but maybe we could see if there's a spot with some light fare to consume since it's the morning. J Frost, would she see anyone that she could possibly ask, or like maybe a little ye old town like "you are here" map?
I would say roll me a perception.
Okay, she's specifically looking for it to possibly be in Elven, given what we've been told. 23.
A 23, you will definitely at least see kind of this what is basically considered a map of the docks area. Basically, it is a tour guide map that's set up for anyone that's not familiar with this area. Yes. You also see, like, in Elvish, that there is kind of like markers and set up like an entire like systemary guide that shows like, hey, welcome to the city. Here's the dock region that you are right here. These areas marked off are where food and drink, where rest can be found, where one can find some minor shops. You will notice, however, that there is a specific set of instructions for basically outsiders.
Oh God! Wait. Does Velen have Jim Crow laws?
I think it's more like how in Japan they sometimes have like no foreigner signs.
Yeah, basically, it's you see where the docks have a green outline that says, basically, This spot is safe. This spot is good for you. This spot is where you can roam freely. Be on best behavior. If you, however, to enter Velen, the city proper, you need to have the required paperwork and an invite from the city itself.
Okay.
Anyone caught inside the city with unofficial paperwork or breaking in will be deported.
So then in that case, you guys will hear, after she like runs over to the map and comes back. So it looks like there are a few spots that we can explore, but you see that like green border over there?
Yeah.
The signs say that basically unless we have the proper paperwork to be in the city, we have to stay to this side of that green border.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I wouldn't press your luck. It says that deportation is a possible consequence should we break it. And
But aren't we actively being like we're going home?
the captain mentioned when we were leaving Kalimshan that Velen isn't always very open to outsiders. So although we don't like it, it's best to just kind of toe the line for now. But
Also, to be fair,
I did notice that there.
I was gonna say the point is that we'd still be leaving either way, but then you could never return here ever again in your life. That's what the portion is.
Fair.
But it does seem like there are some places to rest and grab something to eat. So I mean, anybody want food?
Yeah.
Or do you guys want to find somewhere to put your stuff?
Breakfast on dry land sounds like a good idea. Don't you think so, Sully?
Sips tea in agreement.
Yeah. So there we go.
Also,
Let's check our options.
Iapetus, I don't think we need to worry. I kind of know how to talk to official people. It never comes up, and it's really useless information, but I'm pretty sure I could talk us into any of those sections.
I think I would have a possibly better shot, my guy.
Above game, my background specifically lets me do this.
Oh, I know, but this is Belky talking.
I am just looking at Belky. Actually, Belky, you'd be amazed. I think in this setting, Lucy might actually have the better way with words for this.
Because he's an elf?
That and
Not
also there's
so
a lot of
much
official
that.
jargon.
Yeah, it's actually not so much that he's an elf. It's points about the jargon. It's more so about that and the nobility aspect.
It also
have a
depends on if they've
feeling
heard of our family name here, and if they have, then they probably would either want to open trade or probably form a political union. It's so stupid.
Above game, and I
Well, if
will
they-
say this:
Sure.
Velen is a caste-based society.
Okay.
What was mentioned by the captain is that if you're elvish, you're looked at much more friendlier. If you're a foreigner, they're gonna look at you questionably.
Alright,
See, I don't even
so...
know if they'd want trade.
Well, either way, let's go get breakfast. That's neither here nor there. Let's go see what the local fuss is about.
Please and thank you.
Let's go!
You all
So
depart
wherever
from
the food is.
Yeah, you all depart from the boat on a quest to find some brekkie.
Is that where
Because
we wrapping up here?
yeah, we will be wrapping up here.
Okay.
You're on a quest for breakfast.
Someone write that down, because that's an easy
Request.
stream title next week. Well, 2 weeks.
A quest for breakfast.
Questmas.
Listen,
Questfest.
what I
Quest.
name this, what I name today's stream is 7 minutes in quote unquote heaven question mark.
But sounds like we are logging out for the day.
Yes.
You
Yes.
guys are, thinking about it now.
Yes.
Hold on.
I will
Flipping.
take us off this thing in case there's a plot hook that's about to happen.
Technically, you guys are on a mission. You could say you're on a...
What?
Just looking call text chat.
Ha.
I don't get it.
Don't.
Don't worry about it. You'll get
Croissant.
it shortly.
Croissant. All right. Well,
Croissant.
dear Lord.
Anyway.
Yeah, but it doesn't work when it's written down.
Yeah,
Oh,
but no.
wow.
The worst part is that's the third D&D stream where croissants are heavily featured, and Miss Tweetums was in the chat for most of the session.
Croissant! You make me drop my croissant!
A croissant.
Well, that being said, I will just give us a bit of a direction for how we go around the horn. We're going to start with J Frost, then Zai because they weren't here to shield themselves before, and then whoever needs to leave next, just speak up.
That would be me.
All right.
Hi, everybody. Twitch, Twitter, JFrost747. Sundays, Tuesdays, twitch.tv/fartingtart for our Saved by the Spell, and Rascals and Ravnica. Here every Saturday for Saved by the Spell, and you can find me sometimes on Mondays and Tuesdays, depending upon which, doing Metal Gear Solid 1 and Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke with the spouse. But that's all for me.
Easy.
And goes that.
Ahoy hoy! First and foremost, thank you so much for my fellow game friendos here waiting for me, because really they were waiting for me, so they're awesome. So thank you. You guys can find me twitch.tv/Zymesite, or you could find me pretty much Zyme or Zymesite everywhere else. We're doing Final Fantasy X on Tuesdays. We're doing Wizard Sibs on Monday with Vaughn right back here. Fridays we are doing Fistful Friday where we're playing beat 'em ups and fighting games. Although this past Friday we played Tales of Kinzarazal, and I really want the full version of that game. Gimme. I need it. And then every other Saturday I'm here with these lovelies causing chaos. And that is me. Quista, it is you.
Wow! It is I, Spoiled Chestnut, also known as Krista. I don't do things on the internet like I used to, because I am retired from online content. So yeah, you will find me here every other Saturday, and for the time being, that's about it. Otherwise, you'll hear me on my lovely husband, JFrost747's Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke run, and possibly a disembodied voice in the background of his other stream, so you know how it goes. Bob, go.
Hello, I'm Shadowdancer Bob. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, so on and so forth at Shadowdancer Bob. I play Helldivers. I play Lethal Company. I play D&D. A lot of D&D. So much D&D. Why am I playing so much D&D? I don't know. But we're going to find out. CG, where can people not find you? Go.
Hello, I'm the CG. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media, but you can find me on various Good Beans D&D channels, which I believe Frost mentioned and discussed earlier, so you can find me on those things. And I pass the ball to another one who can find it on those things, Wiley.
Oh, you can find me on one of those things on Tuesdays, as well as at Wiley Willy on Twitch and Twitter. I play randomizers. I also make music on YouTube, Ko-Fi. I have a Blue Sky, but nobody uses that anymore.
Actually, people still do. It's just very windowing.
I see. But yes, you can find my music on Ko-Fi. But you know what you can't find on my Ko-Fi?
Wiley is the only one with
That
soundboard
is me.
privileges here. Alright, well then that's just me. I'm going to start the raid going because we're going to go raid a friend of the channel, one Mr. Murder Cave himself, Arkolf. But you already know where you can find me because you found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn. You can find me everywhere else if you go to my Twitter at BurnoutVaughn and find my card, which will have all my other socials. And look forward to next week where we will have significantly less D&D. Tomorrow we have our last game of the week, which is Those Who Wander, where yet again I am playing in a game where I'm an antisocial character with murderous tendencies at a carnival. I'm sure it'll only go better. But with that being said, I think I have a very simple raid message for us, which is we spun the bottle.
Cerveza Cristo.
I can't spell that. But yeah, again, we spun the bottle. We'll talk to y'all later. We love you. Thank you for coming out. Bye-bye.
Bye.